In this edition of Not So Surprising News, I just found out from Nicole's view, and shout out to Nicole, that a judge has motioned to dismiss every last charge that has been placed against Harvey Weinstein. Am I surprised? No. Should you be surprised? No. We knew that this was all a sham from the get-go. It seemed like it was more of a cover so they can really go after Cosby, who they really wanted all along. I will not be surprised if all of this stuff starts to just tumble and crumble like the house of cards that it really is when it's all said and done, when their true goal was to only go after Bill Cosby the entire time, and had many people believe that it was for them to go after as many people as they claimed they were going after. They didn't even run Harvey Weinstein's name through the mud as heavily as they did Bill Cosby. They didn't even attack this man even close to how they went after Bill Cosby. As far as they're concerned, they got their golden goose and that's it. So they're just going to willingly let this guy walk. But I'm not even mad. I'm not upset or anything. However, I am slightly disappointed, more so with our people, because they rallied behind that mainstream media bandwagon to attack Bill Cosby every chance they got, and completely disregarded anything else that people like Harvey Weinstein or a lot of these other white male, I guess you could say, powerhouses were involved in. I mean, we have Harvey Weinstein, Les Moonves, Stephen Collins, Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, and a host of Bryan Singer. Can't forget about Bryan Singer. And even you can throw, I guess you can in some ways throw James Gunn in there too. And I might do a video about him because I just found out some stuff about him, and I did a video about him a couple months ago. But anyway. But not only was the judge throwing this case out, but apparently there's this, he's due in court for some sexual assault, harassment, crime, or whatever, I think next month, after the judge said that they was going to move the motion to dismiss all of the charges. So it's like they're dragging along the inevitable, but let's be real here, that whatever they're planning on doing next month is not going to hold any kind of weight compared to what they really wanted to get him on, if they even wanted to. It seems like I said, they dragged their feet with him, but when it came to Bill Cosby, they went in guns a-blazing. Like they were ready to nail his behind to the wall. And now I keep hearing all of these stories coming out about how Bill Cosby fell when he was in prison, or people throwing food at him and everything. And what's even more sadder is that you see a lot of black people reposting that stuff, and they're laughing at it and they're making a joke of it. I'm like, wow, this is how y'all really felt about Bill Cosby all along. And y'all are willingly doing this. I said, at this point, this is one of those major times where black people could have got on code. They didn't do it, but it doesn't surprise me because they couldn't get on code when the whole Nate Parker thing happened 2 years ago. At this point, I think it is inevitable, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I have to say it. Dear black people, we will never get on code. My question is, were we ever on code to begin with? I'm talking about even back during segregation, were we even on code? And you know why I say that? Because a lot of them were rushing to be integrationists back then, and that was that was the beginning to me of us being off code as a collective. When you willingly dropped your businesses to go run and be alongside those palm-colored Neander thieves, because let's be real, that's what they are, everything was gone. No legacy, no financial security, no political power, all gone. That was the beginning of us being off code, and we haven't been on code since. So we have been off code for over 50 plus years, and it feels like we've been off code for way longer. Those who are on code is a very small, and I do mean small number. So small that if I can compare it to an object, it'll probably be compared to maybe a grain of salt. That's how small it is. I can't believe I'm about to say this too, but white people know how to get on code. They got that thing down to a T. They will rally behind someone like a Harvey Weinstein just to make sure he doesn't go to jail. Even I wouldn't be surprised if some of the women in that Me Too so-called movement rally behind him as well. It was all a front. It was all a sham. It was all a dog and pony show to get a lot of black people riled up and thinking that they would actually go after people like him. But then when they go after Bill Cosby, then, they had to soften, they had to make, like I did in the video, they had to make the blow harder by bringing up that speech that he did, that pound cake speech, to make black people hate him. And it worked. And it's still working. That's why I brought up Nate Parker. They had to bring up that so-called rape case that he got acquitted of to make people hate him and his film before the movie even came out. And some never even watched it and still hated on it, like Cancer Phillips and plenty of others like her or who thought like her. I'm just saying we have to acknowledge the role we played in this as well. It wasn't even enough of people that even pushed back against this. Oh, they got Bill Cosby. Let's just all just kick back now and not have to worry about it anymore. Truth be told, a lot of our people love mainstream media. A lot of our people could probably care less about the stuff and how they're being affected, because they're too busy being distracted, and some of them are willingly distracted, meaning they are glad to be distracted and don't care about anything else outside of said distraction and don't even ask questions. That's another flaw that black people have. We don't ask questions. A lot of times whenever we are delivered or handed BS, we take that as fact and run with it. It's really messed up. I didn't even expect my commentary to go in that direction, but I said, let me just throw that in there. But either way, at the end of the day, no one is surprised that Harvey Weinstein is going to walk from this. Nobody. I mean, do you really think that they was going to throw this powerful, elite white man in jail for crimes committed and that would be that? And even if he did go to jail, he wasn't going to get as many years as Bill Cosby. But I guess y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.